got 4 shots into 0.4 of an inch.
Hey guys, and welcome to Aussie Reviews. Well, today I'm checking out the Lithgow LA102 in 223 Remington. Now guys, I thought that most of you would have been satisfied with the 308 review and then also the 243 review in the LA102. But look, I've had a hell of a lot of demand for the review of the 223, so here it is. Now, what does it come with? Like all Lithgow LA102 rifles, it just comes simply with the manual and a warranty card. So I'll just go ahead and clear it to start with. Now I'll give you a run-by of it. Now this is obviously the laminate timber version, and it is finished very, very nicely. The overall length of the rifle is 1,077 millimeters or 42 inches. The overall weight is 3.7 kilo for the laminate stock or 8.15 pounds. So there's a little bit of weight in this one. Now before I continue on, because I know a lot of you are going to be asking at home, Aussie, how'd you get your logo on the rear of the actual stock? Look, don't get too excited, guys. Lithgow aren't running, you know, like special engraving or special editions of the LA102. I just went and got this engraved, and I like the way that it came up. Now, the stock on the laminate version, you've got the rubber kick pad. There's a rear sling attachment just here. Up front, we've also got a bipod and sling attachment. And then underneath, we've actually got the Lithgow logo engraved at the bottom of the grip there, which is quite nice. Just overall, the finish on this laminate stock is just absolutely beautiful. I can't find any actual flaws with it whatsoever, so it's machined very nicely. Now the barrel length on it is 56 centimeters or 22 inches. It is 6 grooves and 1 9-inch twist for 223, so we should be able to stabilise a lot of the heavier ammo that's out there. There is a threaded barrel on all the LA102s, so it's an M14 by 1 right-hand thread. The steel is cold hammer forged steel, and the barrel is completely free floating. Now it's finished in the titanium H series Cerakote. That extends back to the action obviously as well, so the rifle is very impervious to the elements in general. Now the bolt has got 3 locking lugs. There is a 60-degree throw, however on the website they do say a 65-degree throw. I always thought it was 60, but look, either way it's a short throw and it allows to give you those fast follow-up shots. At the back of the bolt, I'll try to bring it up there. There's a little red indicator, so that's the cocking indicator. There's also a 3-position safety on these. So obviously just here you can fire and manipulate or cycle the action. Move it back just 1 click. It locks everything. Move it fully back. You can still cycle the action, but you can't fire. And move it forward, and then you can fire. Now, I tell you what, the action on these, it doesn't matter how many times I actually work the action on a Lithgow, they are so smooth, hey? Like, look at that. It's right up there with high-end European actions, that's for sure. Now on top we've got the Picatinny rail. Now that comes standard with the rifle. I've got Trijicon medium height 1-inch rings. Okay, they're just the aluminium ones, so I guess saves a little bit of weight. And then on top I've got the Schmidt & Bender Summit 2.5 to 10 by 40 scope. Now it comes with a 4-round polymer mag in 223, so just single stack, nothing too special about that. The trigger on it is fully adjustable from 0.75 kilo to 1.9 kilo. So that's roughly 1.5 pounds to 4 pounds. Now I don't know what this one breaks at, so why don't we just crack out the trigger gauge here, and let's see what it comes in at. It's coming in at 2.73 pounds. So yeah, look, not a bad trigger straight out of the factory. I probably won't lighten it too much, to be quite honest. I think that's quite sufficient for my needs anyway. Now, if you don't want a laminated stock, you can actually get the walnut stock, and the traditional polymer one, which Lithgow first came out with, is also available. Now, it is made in Australia. Recommended retail price is $1,400 for the laminate stock. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, having it made here in Australia just gives you a real sense of pride. Any of you who have been following my channel for any time will understand that I love the Lithgow rifles, and it's simply because they perform. You know, I haven't put rounds through this rifle as yet, but I'm confident it's going to be just like the 243, just like the 308, just like the 22, just like the 22 Magnum. You know, need I go on, guys? You know, a lot of guys ask me, oh, what do I think of certain calibers in the Lithgow range? Are they going to shoot? Short answer is, look, it's a sure thing that they will. I haven't come across any of these rifles that don't shoot. I had a close friend of mine buy one in 223. And he's just getting fantastic results at 100 and 200 yards as well. So I'm as keen as mustard to get out on the farm now and test different ammo and just see what my rifle likes. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so let me run you through the different ammo that we'll use through the Lithgow. So we're going to start off with the 52 grain spear from Federal Premium. Then we're going to move up to the 55 grain Game King from OSA. Then we'll try the time-tested 55 grain Hornady VMAX. For something a little bit more different, a little bit high-end, the Lapua 69 grain match. And then finally we'll go to the Hornady TAP, which is 75 grain. So we've got a wide variety of ammunition here, from hunting to match type ammunition, and also, you know, pretty much the full spectrum of bullet weights as well. So we'll really test out that 1 and 9 inch twist to see if it stabilizes everything. So what I've got is a target down there at 100 yards. Let's just do 5-shot grooves, because it really is in a more of a varmint type setup, this, isn't it? So we'll just see how we go and what sort of accuracy we can get out of this rifle. Okay, so let's have a look at the target. The first one here is the 52 grain Federal Premium. Now we've come in just on, Well, I'd have to say, yep, 0.7 of an inch. Then when we come down to the 55 grain Game Kings from OSA, absolutely beautiful little cluster, although we had one flyer there which is going to knock the group out to an inch. However, we've got 4 shots into 0.4 of an inch. Then when we come up to the Hornby VMAX, 55 grain VMAX, spread a bit more there, we'd be just under an inch I'd say, or just on, yep, 1 inch group there. Then we come up to the Lapua 69 grain match, nice little cluster there. We've come in at about 0.7 of an inch. Then when we come down to the Hornby TAP, the 75 grain, it's just thrown it everywhere. I don't know what was going on there, guys, but we're going to have to be about 3.5 inches for sure. Yep, there we go. Right on, 3.5 inches. So I think overall, look, apart from the little flyer here, that OSA 55 grain ammunition would definitely be my favourite. You know, followed up by probably the 52 grain Spear from Federal Premium. So just a 4-round single stack magazine, very simple to load. Just push the rounds under the actual lips of the magazine and just holds it in nice and snug there. So as most of you know, guys, the Lithgow rifles are fairly heavy. You know, they're not a very lightweight sporter rifle, but they're not like a really heavy varmint type rifle either. They do have a fair bit of weight in them. Something that you wouldn't really be just throwing over the shoulder and just going on a very, very long hike all day long with, in my view. But still, if you're going on a short hunt, or you know, you're shooting from a vehicle or something like that, you can still bring it up to the shoulder and clearly hit a target. There's no problem at all with that. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Lithgow LA102 in 223. Honestly, it's almost getting a bit boring, isn't it, shooting the Lithgows, because they all just shoot. It doesn't matter what caliber they are, they just shoot. So, you know, it's not like I'm sort of expecting any different results. Every one of these rifles that I've used, and I own several of them now, they just work. So, you know, if you're looking for a good quality 223, Australian made, beautiful smooth action on it. There's not really anything you can fault with the rifle, unless of course you're looking for a really lightweight hunting rifle. Well, obviously this probably wouldn't be suited to you to throw over your shoulder and walk around for any great length of time. But look, it suits its purpose beautifully. Accuracy wise, what more can I ask for? You know, 2.1 inches at 300 yards with 5 shots of, you know, cheap OSA 55 grain Game Kings. You know, hitting the gong continuously there at 300, it's just a piece of cake. And then at 100 yards, I mean, the accuracy there with different types of ammunition is just superb as well. So, you know, I'd love to see what you could do with one of these with some hand loads. You know, it'd really be coming in at about 0.1, 0.2 of an inch. I'm quite confident of that. So look, overall guys, the laminate stock on these is absolutely beautiful. I really like the finish of this timber. And there's really not much I can fault. The only thing that I would like to see is a 5-round mag, you know, as opposed to a 4-round. Only because, you know, when you're buying ammunition, you know, it's usually a pack of 20, so it's just a lot easier if you're just loading 5 rounds at a time. But I overcome that by just simply putting 1 up the spout and then 4 in the mag. So look, overall guys, I really can't fault these rifles. I've searched long and hard to try to pick out negatives with them. They just shoot. What more can I say? Okay guys, we'll wrap the review up there. Hope you enjoyed it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.